Welcome to my channel, Gadgets for Gentlemen. In today's video we have another unboxing video. I have a watch here that I bought second-hand, but the watch is almost new. I saw this on a website here in the Netherlands, almost new. Really liked the look of this watch. To be honest, I didn't know anything on the history of this watch, but seeing this watch made me jump into the history of this watch. This is the shop where you can purchase this watch. This company is based in England, and let me introduce the watch of today. It comes in this beautiful pouch that looks like a leather material, but it's not. Nice stitching, a nice zipper, and it holds space for two watches, which is divided by this part. So very nice presentation of this watch. Let me put it on the side. So when I was researching military dive watches on the internet and on Instagram, at times this watch would I would stumble on this watch, and what I like about this watch is the design. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and I will give you some close-up shots in this video so you can judge for yourself if you agree with me on the fact that aesthetically speaking, this watch is wonderful. Now I will quickly tell you a little bit on the history of the watch and on the specifications on this watch. Then we will continue with some close-up shots, and I'll share with you my initial impressions. So right here in front of us we have the Precista 93 PRS-18. So that's a long name. Basically this is a wonderful Swiss-made dive watch. This is a certified chronometer, and with this watch comes really a certificate from COSC, where chronometers are tested. So we're talking here about an incredible accurate Swiss-made quartz movement watch. The battery inside has a lifespan very long, 68-month battery. So basically more than 5 years for one battery. Precista watches were issued to the military. So this watch is has military specifications. Yeah, these watches were issued for the British military in the 80s and in the 90s. This watch can be had brand new for around 250 British pounds. It comes with 2 years of warranty. This watch is based on the models 6645-99, 757-3314. So just to give you some specifications, this watch is 300 meters water resist. It features a 3 jewel quartz Swiss-made movement, EDA movement, 68-month battery life. It is a certified chronometer, and it comes with a COSC certificate. So we're dealing with a Swiss watch built to military specifications and COSC certified. You've seen that beautiful case with space for two watches, and it comes on this very beautiful gray NATO strap. I think the strap looks very durable. I like this particular color, and I like the hardware. So we have two very nice keepers and a very solid buckle. I really like the NATO strap on this watch. The material is 316 stainless steel, bead blasted. We have a diameter of 39 millimeters across, excluding the crown. A lug-to-lug distance of 47.2 millimeters, and you can tell that the lugs really curve down. A thickness of 13 millimeters, and we have a strap width of 20 millimeters. Also, really love 20 millimeter straps. I have a whole bunch of 20 millimeter NATO straps, so big fan of the dimensions. The movement is anti-magnetic, and on the NATO strap it only weighs 80 grams, so not that heavy. We have a screw down crown here at the 3 o'clock position with a beautiful Precista logo. We have drilled lugs, so very easy to change straps if you like. We have a unidirectional rotating bezel that is really sturdy, actually really built like a tank. We have 120 clicks. I think it lines up pretty well. We have a semi-matte dowel, which is blackish. The dowel is printed. The hour markers, as well as the bezel triangle here at the 12 o'clock position, and the hands have been treated with Superluminova C3. The crystal on top of this watch is a sapphire crystal. It has a thickness of 3 millimeters, so that's huge, and it has been treated with an anti-reflective coating. Once again, I think the bezel, due to its thickness and its ruggedness, is very easy to operate, so that's a big bonus. Really love the dimensions. I love the history of issuing this watch to the British military, and yeah, so far I really like this watch. Yeah, one more thing that I forgot to mention is you can see at the case that the case has quite substantial crown guards, which I think is a bonus. So yeah, you can easily wear this watch and don't be afraid of banging up that crown. Just for your information, my wrists are 6.3 inches, and you can see that I'm wearing the NATO in about, yeah, I have plenty of options for the NATO. So can't go wrong with this watch or with this strap if you have very thin wrists like me, or even thinner. You have some options, and if you are a big buff guy and you have very thick wrists, then you have a lot of extra options. So let me put it through this keeper, and the second keeper, throw it back, and once again, really love this NATO. The material just feels fantastic, very sturdy. And there we go. So there's the watch on my tiny wrist. The watch sits very comfortable, as you can tell, due to that lug-to-lug distance of 47 millimeters. It sits very comfortable. Let me give you a different perspective. So here's a shot to give you some perspectives. As you can see, the NATO strap, I wear it quite tight, and this is what it looks like on my wrist. Try to show you all parts. As you can see, the case really curves down quite a bit, and I think it wears well. And with one hand, it's so easy to operate the bezel. Really love the sound. Let me try to demonstrate to you the sound. I bring it closer to my microphone, and you should hear this extremely solid sound. Hope you enjoyed that. I tried to align it up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the NATO strap, take it off the wrist, and take the watch off the NATO strap, and give you some close-ups. So first, before we dive into the close-ups, let me show you the case back. As you can see, we have a stainless steel case back as well. We have some push bars here, push pins, which are very easy to take out, because all you have to do is bring your tool in this hole with these drilled lugs. Very easy to replace these push pins. Yeah, I think one of the most beautiful things of this watch, for me, my personal preference, has to be that Precista logo. And I will give you a close-up just in a minute. But I really love the italic font of Precista. And that italic font we can also see at the back. We can see the model name. This is the PRS-18 Q. This one features the Swiss-made quartz EDA movement. Similar watches from Precista also come in a automatic version. What else? I think it's just a beautiful watch. Now I will replace the lens on my camera with a macro lens, just to give you some close-ups. So there we go. Here is part 2 of this unboxing video. We set ourselves up with this macro lens on the camera. First of all, let's have a quick look at the NATO strap. As you can see, very sturdy material. Lots of options in terms of sizing. Let's have a closer look at that hardware. The hardware is non-branded, so no logos or anything. And now let's have a closer look at the dial. So here we can read the logo, the brand name Precista at the 12 o'clock position, certified chronometer. And we have beautiful sword hands. Really love the second hand. Looks a bit like an arrow almost. At the 6 o'clock position it reads Swiss made. Now please pay attention. The second hand and the minute indices. You can see that the second hand does not align with the minute indices. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. So for me that's a bit of a negative point. I wish that the second hand would truly align with the minute hand. And here you can see from the 6 towards the 12, you can see that the second hand actually aligns up with the minute indices almost to a T. So that's a very strange thing to see. That you can see that here from the 6 o'clock position to the 12 o'clock position, second hand lines up with these indices, and here from the 12 o'clock position to the 6 o'clock position, you can see that it does not line up correctly, but it's like a bit in the middle and so. So anyways, that is alignment issue. There's something underneath that hour hand. So let me unscrew the crown, bring it to the second position. And here you can see that L, which stands for luminova. In this case, that is the superluminova that is applied. Let's have a closer look at the bezel. As you can see, the bezel is very sturdy, very easy to operate. I think it looks fantastic. So let me try and see if that bezel really aligns with the dial. You can judge for yourself. Not a lot of play on the bezel, as you can see. Let me try this one, for example. I think it aligns quite well, I would say. Yeah, put the bezel here on the 2 p.m. location, or a.m. for that matter, here at the 1. I think it works. And here at the, maybe this one, or one more click, the 12. Yeah, I think it aligns well. Again, beautiful matte or semi-matte finish on the dial. So let's have a closer look at the crystal. As you can see, it's been treated with anti-reflection coating, and it's very thick. Love it. Let's have a closer look at the crown. Here you can see the P also in this beautiful font. Really love the fact that they made this logo on this crown. And you can see that these crown guards really protect the crown quite well. And you can see that this crown is very easy to reach, and this structure to the crown makes it quite easy to operate it. Again, drilled lugs. Let's have a closer look to the case back. I take off the strap, and there we go. Here we can see the model name. I'm not sure what we can see here or here. Maybe you know. Here it's written 300 meters, the most important part, I think. Again, quite nice finishing. I really like the fact that the battery life of the ADA movement inside is quite long, so I don't need to open the case that often. And that way the water resistance level will stay in a proper state. What more to say? I think it's a great looking piece. Really looking forward to start wearing this watch. Let me wrap up this video with a few remarks. Well, what can I say so far? I'm really impressed by the dimensions of this watch, with the 39 millimeters diameter excluding crown, 20 millimeter strap, thickness of 13, 47 lug to lug. I think tremendous. So great proportions. Really love this italic font. The dial looks very simple and classy at the same time. I think this watch looks fantastic. 250 pounds. I bought it for about 200 euros, perhaps 180. I don't remember. Still have a year warranty, and I think the quality is fantastic. Really like how it looks. I think it's beautiful. COSC, very precise movement. Maybe I would prefer the automatic version, I think, if I saw one for a fair price. I just prefer automatic watches over quartz watches in general. Should you buy this watch? That's totally up to you. I think it's a wonderful piece. You might also want to consider the SEIKO SKX013, which is a 38 millimeter automatic dive watch. that has a different look than this watch, obviously, but you can also find it at that same price range. That's why I mention it. And also comes on a 20mm strap. So all in all, I think this watch looks wonderful. I think it has a very interesting history. Really like military watches. So can't wait to start wearing this watch. Just wanted to share with you these few images, just so you know what's out there. And yeah, please let me know what you think of this watch. Maybe you also own one. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. If you like my video, then please hit the like button. And if you like my videos in general, then please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. If you have any questions, then please leave your question here. I will try to answer it. And you can also find me on Instagram, and you can find my website. Once again, have a beautiful day and see you soon.